Hi everybody, Heidi here, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm getting better every day. Yeah, more or less back to normal, I would say. I hope everybody else is well and enjoying the lovely, horrible weather that we're having. Well, here in UK anyway. I've got Toby with us today, but he's sat in the dog bed on his tab, so this is when I call him ignorant. I'm quite happy for him to be there actually. I hope, because it's nearly 6:30 at night, and obviously it's dark in my room now, so I'm hoping that the light that comes from my ring light up here is enough to, you know, for you to see it and keep it a nice light. So anybody who's new to our group, we have a Facebook group, Heidi-The Yorkshire Crafter. Come on over, it's growing really fast. Show anything, any brand, any make. Only thing we ask is that you don't sell or self-promote. No links to any other what do I say, I don't know, pages or people, if that makes sense. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it on my last one, things like this that I've done in the past, I'm going to sell, but I'm going to put them on eBay. So if I can work out how to do it, I think I've done it for this one. They're only going to be cheap. I'm not selling them for a lot. Maybe just get some money back to buy some more card. But yeah, I'm going to put a link in the description below. So there'll only ever be one of them made, so it'll just be first come, first served. And in the description box will also be the buy me a coffee link. Again, you guys have been fantastic. And for those that don't know, when you buy me a coffee, it helps me to carry on sending all my cards out to you guys. That's what I do with them all. I just send them all out to you. But it grew bigger than I thought it was going to do. So yeah, it just helps, if that's okay with everybody. Right, we're doing something a little different today. Today we are using some Lollipop sticks, and they're going on a card. So we'll just put them there a minute. But what I'm going to show you, I've got, can you see the name, Alt New, and it's double-sided adhesive tape, paper, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just gonna stick one side down on a piece of card, I think there's other makes out there. In fact, there's loads. I know Lawn Fawn do one, but I've had this a long time, so it just shows you how often I use it. So what I want is actually just, so if I want 10 lolly sticks, 3, 4, I've got a load. I always have lolly sticks anyway for other stuff that I do, but never put them on a card before. 4 or 5, I don't like that one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You don't even have to put it on a card. You could just put a hanging thing up back and it'd be great. So I just want a piece of sticky back to go top to bottom. So I'm looking around. Get a pencil. It's weird because I'm not used to doing videos at night time. I'm going to cut it around there. So there's no set measurement about. I don't want it all the way across because I'm going to move them about. So I'm going to go maybe 2 inch, might be too much. I'll have a look. 2 inch will be fine. So this is what we're going to do. I can't even remember how I did it. Everything's prepared, everything's ready. So you can see how covered in muck I am. It was a very inky job when I started out because I didn't know what I was actually going for. So I did play for quite a while this afternoon. And then obviously this is what I came up with. So bearing in mind, it's going to be stuck on here. So I'm not sticking that down yet because I want to distress the paper. Pardon me, I just had a drink of pop again. So I'm gonna just work it up, push them right up to each other. And I'm offsetting them because for one, it's easier than trying to get them straight, and for two, I think it looks better. I'm only sitting on my knee so that I know I don't go off edge then. Because if I don't want to do it over here and it be off edge, it'd be no good. So there is no particular way for doing it. I'm just sticking them down. I don't like that one. I want them to be quite similar in colour. How has that worked out too long? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wanted 10, so we'll go with that. And I'm just going to... See, I didn't have everything out. I'm just going to cut that bit of paper off. Right, one of the first things I'm going to do, this is my card base. So this is going to go on the inside because you can't write on the brown. So I might as well just stick that in now. Because we are, for the first time, I'm going to stamp on the inside as well. I'm running out of my tape runners. I know somebody pointed me in the right direction and found them on Amazon, and I thank you very much. But when I ordered them, it wouldn't let me have them because it said they were out of stock. And I've only really like one make, the Gina K. I know I use the Crafter's Companion, but only because I've got them. I had them bought a long time ago. So I'm just trying to use them up. So that's the card base. So that's in. We can actually stick this yellow on the top because that's going to be straight flat. Even though I've cut them square, it's weird how it sits. So I just want to make sure that it all that's it. So I want that one that way up, so I'll leave that there. And I've just noticed, I did notice it earlier, but I forgot to, I don't know why my trimmer just would not cut that bit off. Right, we might as well stick this down. Oh, it's done it there and I'll look. That's very odd. I would have expected that off my old trimmer, but this is the Caterpillar, I can't remember what it's called. So I'll just stick this down. Then these bits are done, and now away. I'm doing it all backwards there. I love this yellow. I've just tried ordering some more. I've got one sheet left. It's called Wild Dandelion by Gina K. I struggle to find nice yellows. I've got loads of yellows, but not as nice as that. So that's going to go on there, and that's going to go there. I think that looks pretty good, doesn't it? So move that to the side. So I'm using some Gina K inks. The red will come in later. I'm using, now when I did it earlier, I found I did it a bit too dark, so I'm going to be a bit, not this bit, but the sticks. So I'm going to be a bit more mindful, if you like, of what I'm actually putting down. So that's all we're doing. That's Sandy Beach if you're using G&K. Distress oxides are absolutely perfect for this. That is Craft. This is Chocolate Truffle. Ooh, that sounds good. That's enough. And I did put a little bit of Salvage Patina in, but I think I'm going to change my mind. I also grabbed I only want a tiny bit of the red to go through it, because it's going to be on a different bit as well, so it'll pick it up, if that makes sense. So I'll be using that again. Now I used the Scorched Timber, but I didn't know if it was just a step too far. In fact, we'll do that bit in a minute, because we're going to do that last, and then I don't have to change my brushes out. So we're going back to the Craft. We're doing the same thing with the lolly sticks, but I want to try and keep it a bit lighter than what I did the first time round. Now this is where you'll find that I'll bring in the new Tim Holtz colour. So the Scorched Timber, I'm just going to spread what's already on it. I mean, I might even not use this, depends. Yeah, that's what I want. We will use this. So I just want to darken the edges up, if that makes sense. Gives it a rustic look. I don't know why, but I'm going to be stamping mushrooms on this one. But when I do mushrooms, I always tend to go rustic. What's that about? Just going what's left on my brush through it. It's a nice colour. So this is the new release of his, Tim Holtz. Apparently the last one and all is not doing any more. I think there's 72 colours, did I see? 72 colours. So although it might not look like you've done much, if you look at the lolly sticks, you really have stepped it up a bit. I'm going to put, I want to go through it, but I don't want to put too much on it. I'm literally just kissing it. So while we're using the red, I'm just going to take the base and I'm going to distress it with my Tim Holtz distresser. I do have another one. That's the Crafter's Companion one. Oh no, it ain't. It's Dovecraft. I think it's just the colour purple that makes me think of Crafter's Companion. So all this is doing is scruffing up your paper. You can do it with edge of a pair of scissors, but these are dirt cheap. I'm doing this now because I can put the red ink away then. And then this is also another step done that can be put away. I'll put on the base, should I say. I just love what it does to the card. Andy decided he was going to bed. I said, it's 6 o'clock, Andy. He said, I'm tired. Oh, I said, right, come on, Toby. I planned on doing this one in the morning, so it's done now. I can set about doing something else. I've been sat knitting Christmas stock. People are still buying Christmas, it's weird. Again, do you know, I can tell I'm getting old because I'm sure I mentioned that other day in the video. Right, so I'm going to take the red the red pad, and I'm just touching where we've scruffed it up. It just breaks up that colour and it brings out the red in here as well. That'll all come off there. So what we're also going to do is we're going to take this is gilding wax. Can you see the make? I can't read that out. So if you want to know what it is, I got mine off Amazon and I think I paid 11 quid for it. But I don't think I'll ever have to buy it again. So I'm just getting a bit on my finger. I would say normally open your windows because it stinks. But it's cold and it's dark. So I'm not using a lot of it. This will also go on the lolly sticks after we finish stamping as well. But I just thought, while we've got the bits out, we can get bits done. Seem to be moving quite quick today. I'm just gonna, you're not gonna see it here, but I just catch a little bit round edges. Right, get that off. No, I won't. I'll leave it on because we haven't finished. I've glued this down. Now then, I can't remember which way it was supposed to go, can you? One way works better than the other. Which way was it? I think it's the other way. Come on. That'll do. It's not right, is it? That's the right way. Oh, look. Well, whoever receives this, it's coming with a bit of special gold on the bottom. And I'm just going to take that, a bit more gilding wax, and I'm just putting it around edge of card. It makes a world of difference. I know you probably can't see what it does, but yeah, it makes a huge difference. I love it, mate. It's messy, but I love it. Right, card base, done. Let's see if I can wipe a bit of this off me. We will be going back to put a bit more of that on at the end. Oh, I don't want it on my lolly sticks yet, so if I can get it off, that'll do. Right, you are to the exciting bit. So we know that that is going to fit in there. I'm going to pull it up a little bit, just getting my bearings, make sure everything's where I want it to be. Put that to the side. Right, today we are using the snail cap mushrooms, the thistle cap mushrooms, and I don't have a name for them yet. Tell you, everything that I'm moving over is just the right mess at the moment. It's terrible. So we're using them. And we're using these. I'll just have to have a drink, guys. Sorry. Right. I'm using the big one first. And we're going to bend it to the right. No, we're not. We're bending it to the left. And I'm using Fallen Leaves VersaFine Clay. It's such a dark, dark brown. I didn't want to use black. And this is just perfect. This blows me away how much it stands out on here. It's brilliant. Right, so I'm going for the middle, taking it to the bottom. And I'm going to stamp it there. I'm just going to leave it on a minute. See, I've not, I've done things with Ollie sticks and what have you, but I've never gone so far as to stamp like this. So I weren't even sure whether it'd take or not, but it did, so I was dead pleased with it. Oh no! And I don't have a... I don't believe that. I'm not going to get it in the right place. I'm going to have to start again. I'll get away with that. That one lucky. I didn't have a problem at all. So I'm guessing... I know what I did last time. I didn't have the paper. So let's go to just stamping flat. That'll be okay, won't it? We're missing a little bit, but it'll be okay. You'll get the idea. Right, let's remove that one. And we're coming in with the smaller one. And this time we're bending it the other way. I'm doing all the stamping with the same ink. Now this one, if you can get it right, watch it, I won't do it now. I've got it right every single time, every time I've used it. You can get it to actually butt right up to it. Kiss it if you like. Right, please work. Can you see it as well without the paper down? Yeah, I hope you can see it. Then we're going to use the two smaller ones. And we're going to bend them again. If a stamp can be manipulated, 9 times out of 10, I will manipulate it. I love it. I just love what it does. Now then, I'm going to have the stem come off a little bit. So I want this one to sit out a little bit more. Right, don't miss any out. That is actually really going to annoy me. It's done it there, I know. Honestly, I didn't have a problem first time. I'll show you when I've done this. Pen this one out. It's a quick project, really. It did take me... I played all afternoon with it, but once I'd done it, that were it. It was great. No problem doing another then. It's so different. I can't believe what's going on here. Well, it is what it is. They're done. Not that one. Where's me? Ooh. There it is. Can you hear my tummy? And I've had my tea. That one's done. So we're going to use these tiny little mushrooms. And I'm just going to put them randomly anywhere. Not fuss where they go. And the smaller one. Same thing. Done. While we've got the ink out, we'll put the sentiment on. So this is the Gina K Nature Walk. You know, I cut some of these out. I was going to put around the bottom and everything, but it didn't work. But I thought the idea was really good. But, oh, I forgot to stamp inside the, what do you call it? I'll get these both out then. And we'll stamp inside the card as well. So we're using, for the outside, it says, nature is not a place to visit, it is home. And I thought it were absolutely beautiful. Now my hardest bit was trying to get that lollipop stick there in the middle. I'm hoping, oh please stamp. If this doesn't stamp, I'm going home. There. Isn't that lovely? It's just perfect. And because I forgot to do the stamping, I might as well give it a quick do now. So I just wanted one of these. Take the big one again. Down. Tell you, I never ever put out on the inside, but because I was putting like beige cream on, I thought it looks weird, so that's how come it's ended up with something on the inside. I'm just going to put a couple of these in. I think it's something I could enjoy doing, you know, decorating inside. How cute is that? I love it. And I'm also going to put a tiny little word in, and it says, love nature and be happy. So I thought you could write to so-and-so, have this in the middle, and then put love from whoever down here. See, I thought that was perfect. Isn't that cute? Right, put that to the side again. Right, stamping done. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to try and get it on its base. I think that's what I did next. It must have been. And all I stuck down was this bit here. But I think I might Hope that this sticks a bit more down. I mean, the one I've already done, it's stuck down solidly. It's really good. So, because I'm putting something at the bottom, I think that's perfect. Could do with some time to, you know, just leave it, but it is what it is. Right, we're going back to the gilding. I mean, I could have done this before I put it on, but then it just gets everywhere. While I'm sticking it down, it'd have been a mess. And all we're doing is putting it over edges. Sorry if you can't see that. Don't particularly want it on the mushrooms. That's okay. We're nearly done. Right, what I did, I took a tiny bit of this red and a brush. Right, I want it as watery as possible. Let me just try it on. Yeah, it's a bit too... That should do it. So all I want to do is put a little hint of red. You know, just tiny little bits through the top bit of the mushroom. I want it so you can barely see it. I know that sounds a bit daft, but it works to me. There. See what I mean by just barely seeing it? Clean my brush. Right. Then I took, it's like your Winker Stella. I don't know where my Winker Stella is, but this is, again, I think it's the Crafter's Companion Spectrum Noir. Yeah, it is. So all I'm doing this is putting a little bit in the stem. Oh, it comes out far too quick. Maybe a little bit. Yep, that's all I wanted on it. She says. And then comes in with some more. I meant to go all the way down stem. There we go. I'm going to put this in now because we've stamped. That's better. Feel odd when I'm not working with it properly. So last couple of bits. Told you it was a quick one. I'm using the Signo white gel pen, and all we're doing, you'd be surprised how much it lifts it out. All the dots on the mushroom. Oh, my eyes. Oh my gosh, my eyes went funny. I'm just, and I might add a few extras. I'm just dotting on them, and it surprisingly makes the mushroom stand out a bit more. could do it with foils or silver gilding flakes. See what I mean? Just that little bit. It don't half make it stand out. I'm going to put a couple under there. Same with this one. So the dots are already there. I've just added a few extras as well. And where these are all black dots, see, you can't, it's covered up where it didn't really, you know, where it misstamped. And I'm going to dot the little ones. I mean, they'd look nice if you did them in a red gel pen as well, as long as you could see them. But I think the white's lovely. And it does brighten up what's actually potentially quite a dark card. There you go. Alright, the last bit, we're going to take some glue. And we're going to put a line underneath the card. I'm using Gina K Connect. I'm probably going to put it on the bottom of the lolly stick. And what we're using, it's £2. It's from Lavinia, and it's moss, if you like, or grass or something. I've had it forever and never used it. It stinks, sorry. And all I'm doing, I'm not using the stems. I'm just sticking it underneath. It's really effective. So I sent my daughter a picture of my finished one that I did earlier. I says, is it worth a video? She says, yeah, Mum, it's great. She says, that grass nearly looks real. So I sent her a picture of it turned that way. I says, it is real. But it did make me laugh. I says to Andy, if I could make grass look like that with paints, I'd be minted. I'd be a proper artist. Can you imagine? The glue will dry clear, so it doesn't worry me if you can see it at the moment. Put a bit more in there. It smells of licorice. Is that just weird? Do you know, they sell it there, but I have no idea what you would actually use it for if you didn't use it for this. I don't know what you'd do with it. Oh, stay. So I'm just going to stick that on top. Wow. Well, I'll just put this back away. What am I going to say to you then? Yeah, I was die cutting leaves and stuff, you know, to stick round edge. And then I thought about this, so I used this. And then I thought, I mean, look, there's badly using it. Then I thought, I've got little die cuts or little flowers. And I'm actually going to stick them on, sit down, and I'm going to stick 3 in this grass. Don't know if it'll work or not because I didn't do this on other. So I'm gonna put a dot of glue, and I'm going to glue that one down anyway. Ooh. I'm going to go there. I mean, it'll probably get missed, it won't. It blends in a bit, doesn't it? Get off my hands. Oh my goodness me. I'll do. So I'm just going to take one of the little diamantes. And I opted for these are gold and white, the two colours these. They're amazing. Because I thought it'd pick up the gold, you know, in the rest of the card. Right, just put them to the side. So what I'd like to do ideally is have one there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, let's see if it works. Put a bit of glue down. Let's go middle first. I mean, it might not work, it might just fall off. But there's only one way to find out. Oh, it's on my hand. Put one there. Ideally, it'd be nice if you sat flat. I think they'll work once it's dry. I think they'll be all right. They're very tiny. I have so many floral stuff cut out in my little tubs and never, ever, ever use them. I want to squash it down. Let's stick that back on. Potentially, it could actually pick these up when it comes back up, but just for a minute. Stick these away while we're waiting. Right, here goes. Are you ready? Ah, took one of them. It'll work when it's dry. I'll keep pressure on it overnight and it will stick them down. So that's your finished card. Let me just get some clean paper. So that's your finished card with an inside to it. Thought that looked different. I used a different mushroom. I really, really, really hope you like it. And see, it didn't take that long. I love the flowers on it. And here's the one that I practiced with, so it's not that much different. I think, see what's... Yeah, I didn't put the flowers on. That's stuck perfect now. So that'll take a while. And I did the inside. That's pretty as the inside. Oh yeah, I'll go in and put the white bits on that. I think that's dead pretty. I impressed myself just with that little bit. So there you go. I hope you like it. I love it. It's going to be heavier through post. But for me, I think it's worth it for somebody to get that. See, this one I put salvage patina through it. And this one I put the red through it to pick it up on the edges and the flowers. Mushroom, should I say. Right, guys, I'm going to go. I hope you like. I'm dead proud of it. In fact, I have a ton of these MDF boards. I've got some massive ones and these. And I'm actually going to do a scene on here. And if you want to seal it, I've coated this in the ink and I've sprayed it with this. So potentially the whole card you can spray with that if you want to do. I'm not going to bother with the card, but I will for this. Because I also, again, I didn't know how it was going to stamp on it. I can see where I've sprayed it and it's done like a water effect over it. So yeah, I'm going to do one on there as well. And then that will be able to be hung up. So I'm going to go. So this video will be up potentially Tuesday or Wednesday. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll catch you soon. Bye bye everybody.